Hey everybody, welcome back to Smiley Mama. Today we're going to talk about what's in my medicine cabinet. I have to start by saying I am not a doctor. I'm sure you all know that, but please don't take this as medical advice. This is just one mama sharing with you what I've learned over the years and what has helped us. A couple of us here at the Smiley House have colds, so I thought this would be a great opportunity to talk about some of the things that we use when we're sick or when we're trying not to get sick. I really do try to avoid a lot of typical medicines. So we're gonna dive right in and hopefully this helps you out. All right, one of the first things I'm gonna talk about is probiotics. Probiotics help with your gut health, which is where most of your immune system lies. So having a healthy gut is going to help your immune system avoid getting sick. So we take probiotics daily, and then I also give extra probiotics when somebody is feeling under the weather. The next thing is multivitamins. I started this multivitamin with my kids last year, and we cut our illnesses in half. That's huge, huge for us. Sorry for the noisy kids. I think a big part of that is this has methylfolate instead of folic acid. We can get into that another day, but I have MTHFR, which is a gene mutation that makes digesting things difficult sometimes. So I'm pretty sure all my kids have it too. So this vitamin has been a game changer. You can find it at Target, you can find it at Amazon. And actually, I give my kids half the dose. So when they're sick, we bump up the vitamins as well. This is what I use in place of hand sanitizer. So it just has some essential oils in it that are natural germ fighters. And it's not gonna wipe out all the good bacteria in your body like hand sanitizer can do. So I highly recommend that you don't use antibacterial soap or antibacterial wipes or anything like that. Again, just to maintain a healthy immune system. Vitamin C. This is one brand that was recommended by Suzanne Humphries. If you want to, you can Google Suzanne Humphries vitamin C protocol, and she has tons of info on vitamin C. So we have this one, which is a powder, and it tastes pretty good. We mix it with juice and water. And then we also have this one, liposomal. I don't think you're supposed to use this during pregnancy, so I do know that much. But this is absorbed differently in the body than the other vitamin C. So definitely have vitamin C on hand. And when we think about vitamin C, I'm thinking, okay, this says the multivitamin says it has 45 milligrams, which is half your daily value. You think, oh, okay, so I'll just like double up on that and I'll have all the vitamin C I need. But that's not really true. When you're sick, sometimes your body is like depleted of vitamin C, and you have to really take a lot in order to give your body that boost that it needs to fight off whatever infection is going on. So this one has, so if you take 2 scoops, it has 4,000 milligrams. 4,000 milligrams, that's a lot. If you don't need it, you'll know because it'll give you the farts and it'll even give you diarrhea. So that's, you kind of work your way up to a dose till you kind of feel that tummy grumble, and then you know, I got my vitamin C. Vitamin D. Yes, we can get all the vitamin D we would ever need from the sunshine, And that's, I think, a huge part of why we don't get sick so much in the summer is because we're all outside soaking up the vitamin D. Vitamin D is essential to our immune system. So yes, get outside as often as you can. But if you're like us and you don't like the cold, it's hard to get outside in the winter. So these, I love this brand, Seeking Health. I get it off Amazon. It's really cheap. In one drop, it has 2,000 IUs of vitamin D. So like my kids are sick right now. I just put one little drop in their vitamin C mix. I take more than that. I don't want to like give you all dosages of what you should be taking, but definitely look into vitamin D because it's definitely necessary during these winter months, especially. On Guard. This is one essential oil that is really good. It's a blend by doTERRA. Really good for boosting the immune system. So we do use this when we're sick, and it can also help prevent sickness. Dun, da, da, da. Garlic. You can actually eat raw garlic. I don't like it very much, so I don't like to do that. I will just pop a couple garlic tablets. It's a natural antibiotic, antiviral, just fights off whatever it is that is bothering you. So you can take garlic tablets. This is garlic drops for your ears. So if my kids have ear infections, that's one thing that we might use. Ooh. This one looks like it's been leaking, and it is not a good smelling one. Oh, what a mess. I'm gonna smell like oregano for the rest of the day. Okay, focus. This is oil of oregano. This is powerful stuff. It smells like a pizza shop or something, but again, it's like the garlic, only I feel this is more potent. You put a couple drops under your tongue. Nasty. But my kids take it. I let them chase it with a little bit of juice, and then they get a treat like a lollipop or some gum or something like that, because it does taste pretty awful. But my kids have always taken it. We use this for more serious things like really bad ear infections. We don't put it in the ears, we put it under the tongue. We've used it for strep, for green snot, that kind of thing. I would probably pull out the oil of oregano. Anytime you might think about using antibiotics, I would definitely try oil of oregano first, along with a bunch of these other things. This beautiful jar of goodness is homemade elderberry syrup. I think that's what they call it, elderberry syrup. A good friend of mine made it. You can order elderberries online and make your own, or you can buy it already made, but it is kind of pricey. So if you can make it yourself or buy it from a friend who's already making some, that's much more cost effective. Elderberry is high in vitamin C, which we've already talked about, and has antioxidants and all kinds of things that boost the immune system. So we try to take a dose every day during the winter, and then if somebody's sick, we try to dose them all the time. I have one kid who doesn't like it, so she's got a cold and she's taking it about 3 times a day. But you really should be taking it like every 3 to 4 hours, I think. Just a spoonful. I think it tastes pretty good. It's not bad. Just a simple thing you can do. This, please don't ask me to pronounce. Oscillococcinum. I don't know how to say it. Okay, this stuff, this is what you get if you get the flu. You take these, and I'm telling you what, it helps. Mega. Hands down, this is good stuff. It's homeopathic. It reduces the duration and severity of flu-like symptoms, and yes, it does. It works. This you have to take several times a day. But somebody was telling me, because it says there's 12 doses. It says to take the entire contents of the tube, but you don't actually have to take that much. I think you're supposed to take it like, I don't know exactly how you figure it out, but I get like 3 doses out of each tube, and it still helps marvelously. So save a little bit of money and don't take the whole tube. Again, life-changing stuff. This is all stuff that your doctor's not going to tell you about. Your typical run-of-the-mill doctor is not going to tell you about this stuff. Oh yeah, take some vitamin C. Like, seriously. These things are so helpful, and they don't hurt your body like traditional medicine does. So, activated charcoal, this is for tummy trouble, especially. If one kid in my house throws up, everybody takes activated charcoal, and I will tell you what, it does not spread in our house. It stops with that one kid. Maybe somebody else will have a tummy ache, but not ever throw up. I got through a Christmas Eve taking this stuff. I woke up knowing it's gonna happen today. I'm going to throw up and it's going to be terrible. And I had to sing in I think it was 2 Christmas services, and I had the whole family coming over for dinner for Christmas Eve and gifts that night. And I'll tell you what, I took this stuff and I felt lousy, but I never did throw up. And Christmas morning, I felt great. Like, oh, huge. And it's not that expensive, like $10 at the health food store. So it's probably even cheaper online. And so for my kids, I don't give them a whole capsule. I'll just, well, you can kind of see. It's kind of messy, but they come in these little capsules. So I'll just break one open. See, it's on my hand. I'll just break one open, put maybe 1/4 of one in a little bit of juice, and make them drink it or squirt it in their mouth, whatever it is. Oh, helps so much. One thing I almost forgot to mention is bone broth. Bone broth is excellent for your gut. So that's why chicken soup is so good for you when you're sick. So that was the first thing I did as soon as everyone started coming down with colds, is make a big pot of chicken soup. So don't forget that chicken soup. So that's my medicine cabinet. I don't think there's any medicine in there except homeopathics and supplements. And I'll tell you what, it helps more than any of the over-the-counter stuff. Tylenol, Motrin, cold and flu, whatever. This stuff is where it's at. I hope that's helped you. Hopefully I've left you with some insight, some encouragement, or just a smile today. See you next week.